um, so much to look at. I would want us to take a retrospect of our journey right from independence to this particular day, and then crowning it all with, say, the Independence Day speech of our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I want to believe you followed through with that speech. You may have watched or read it. So for me now, and to our viewers, we would want to know what are your take home from that speech, because we are in an era of renewed hope. Is there anything renewed in that speech that would want to alleviate or bring up the hopes of the ordinary Nigerians out there?
For me, it's basically same thing as before, just political statements.
Okay.
That's just a political statement, empty promises and dash hopes of the Nigerian people. How can you come out and you're talking about trying to create sustainable economic policy, and that we're going through this hardship, that this phase of hardship is necessary? However, the primary mechanisms that you need to put in place as a government has not been put in place. You are currently at the verge of having a total collapse of our economy, and it is bringing up serious protests in the north. A lot of northerners are silently preparing series of unaware protests that I am very, very certain would bring chaos to Nigeria. As I was on my way just coming, I saw a lot of soldiers checkpoints on the road, trying to curtail. Probably they see any form of
groups of people,
in the car or something, they just try to stop them earlier and all. And in my mind, I asked myself something on a nation's Independence Day.
On the nations, is that not intimidation?
Barrister Shewa just rightly pointed out that is that not intimidation. Thank God we have a barrister in our midst. And protesting falls within the fundamental rights of an average citizen. Now, why are we having the opposing aspect of it in Nigeria?
For me, the issue as to intimidation is objective.
Okay.
And we can look at it in different ways. If the purpose in which they are there is to ensure that certain miscreants don't come into the picture to hammer havoc on the citizens, of course they are there to do their job. But then what I'm looking at, and the angle I'm looking at it from, is this: how can we on Independence Day, if you go to 196 countries in the world, the day they celebrate their day of democracy, because not all countries, yes. So, but the day they celebrate their day of democracy is a day that even the thieves and the killers in the bush come out to celebrate. It is a day of ceasefire. It is a day that persons are happy to cook and give to their neighbor. It is like Christmas Day.
Yes,
I quite agree with that.
You are bringing out our soldiers to put them on the streets, risking their lives, all in the name of you are trying to stop certain persons that may likely start protesting. And the question is, why are they protesting?
I don't think they ask these questions, because I know they should ask these questions, that why are people protesting? If everything is okay, I don't think people will come out to protest.
It is very, very wrong for a person with executive power to feel helpless. By virtue of Section 5 of the 1999 Constitution, the executive powers of the Federation is vested in the President. The President is wielding so much power. It is appalling for him to come out and sound helpless in his speech. Because the way he was sounding as if he was helpless.
Yes. If you watch the videos that was released days ago, how did we get here? He was asking us, the citizens.
That question for me is like a person who raped my daughter asking me, how did I get to this point of raping my daughter, your daughter? And I'm asking you, sir, are you asking me or I should be asking you? For the past 25 to 26 years, you have been part of the political
Process.
class of this country. Forget about the achievements in Lagos. We're not talking about Lagos anymore. We're talking about Nigeria right now. If you came out in 2012 to tell me who is old enough to be your son that I should come out and protest against Goodluck Jonathan, that this removal of fuel subsidy is immature and is causing untold hardship, and I marched with you in Lagos, we marched together and we shut down this country for more than 1 week.
Yes.
Nothing. The economy crumbled for 1 week. And in 2023, 11 years later, it was your turn. Now, you told me that I should keep quiet, or I should not come and protest. I came out to protest, you arrested me and put me behind bars. And now, on this day, persons has come out and said, you know what, we are protesting again. Major thing we want is for you to release those people that were arrested during the EndSARS and End Bad Government protests. My dear, if truly you mean what you are saying, that you mean well for us, the first thing is to alienate that anger. Out of 10 demands, imagine as a president, you met 0 the first time. Now the second demand is on board. Of course, Sonore is all out for him.
Definitely.
And instead of you to, at least out of 10, instead of you to meet even if it's 1 or 2,
List.
and come out and give a public speech that you have called all the whole, prosecutory agencies all over Nigeria and told them to drop all charges and release all protesters unconditionally, instead of you to come out and at least say that one, so that Nigerians will look at you and say, at least it's like this man is now listening to us. The truth is this: I watched a movie, and that movie made me to realize that Nigeria is on a ticking time bomb. It's like a monarchical system where a leader had opportunity to ameliorate the anger of the citizens, but that monarch decided to do anyhow. The same bodyguards, the same security agencies that were with him were having families in those shanties and villages that were being burnt down. And it just took only one courageous person to wield the sword of power and take out the loyalists of the monarch.
And that is it.
The whole place got burnt. Now, the truth is that our president is having loyalists all over him. And that's as a result of the fact that he has really impacted in those people. They are even willing to go to the extent of dying for him. Yes.
To the detriment of Nigerians.
They don't care. Now, let me tell you, I love the fact that he's a smart politician, because he knows how to place politics well. But, Mr. President, politics is over. It's time for governance. Govern the people and have something we can remember you for. If you want to remove fuel subsidy, we are saying that it is not the right time. Imagine a country that is plagued with a lot of difficulties already.
Now adding more to that.
You know, Mr. President knows that this economy is being controlled by fuel. Everything in this country is controlled by fuel. The moment you put subsidy on petrol now, today is 1st of October 2024, the moment you call NNPC and say, hey, young man, how much is Dangote selling for you to you guys? You say, so okay, you know what? Government will be paying 60%. The remaining 40%, that should be the new price. I can tell you that this evening, me and you will go to the market. Something that they were selling for us 10,000 naira. Somebody will say, okay, bring 8,000. No worry, bring 8,000. It will still go down. Before next week, it will still go down.
Yes.
At that point, at least, you are finally letting the poor breathe.
All right. Clearly said, and I believe our viewers